As a middle school teacher, how can you help my students understand the importance of using scholarly articles in their writing and in the classroom?
I can teach students the difference in scholarly resources such as EDU and .gov instead of using the first thing that pops up on Google. A lot of times students know how to use the internet and know how to get on there and research things, but as Ruben states on page 382 in the book I'm reading, they might not know the correct avenues to go, the scholarly resources. The studies are showing that students don't know how to use the internet correctly. They're just going on there, typing in information, and using it. And as a librarian in libraries in the community, and especially libraries in our schools, we need to, as a librarian, I need to teach students how to use those resources, whether they're on the computer or whether they're in a book, how they can use those, how they are credible, and it's a skill that can be used from kindergarten all the way up through adulthood. And there's this guy named Bates in the book by Ruben that I'm reading on page 385, and he describes the process of finding information as berry picking. And berries, if you go out and you look at a berry bush, they're usually scattered all over the bushes. They're not just found in one clump. And it talks about how I took that as I need to be able to show students how they can go to the internet on .gov and .edus and find resources that are scholarly. They can go to books. They can archive all the different archives, ebooks, anything, and show them how to use and find those scholarly resources instead of just typing in Google and writing down the first thing that they come across, and help them to know that they need to get credible resources. And something else that can go along with that is teaching.
Question. How about my students, just whatever's on the internet, they just take it and put it in their own words? How can a librarian help alleviate just taking what they don't know, they don't understand, that they're plagiarizing as 4th, 5th graders? But, I mean, it's going to be a problem when they get older.
As a librarian, I can show them how to cite resources that they find on the internet and how they can give the author who are saying those things, like I just did, talking about how Bates said in Ruben about the berry picking, how they can cite them and they can credit the author, and it can also show them how to do that in a book and bring those two together to show two resources in one thing. And I think that a good thing in the TED Talk that they talked about, the guy named Mark, he said, I think this is great because it can go along with librarians in the school systems and librarians in our community. It says, not every day will you have a chance to save someone's life, but every day offers you an opportunity to affect someone's life. So, and this could be creating an environment for students to come in and figure out books that they've never read and how to get them involved in reading, or how just affecting their life and making their schooling better and helping them figure out how to work in a library with scholarly sources, whether that's in books or in